In 1971, 1/5 of a gram of gold bought a single loaf of bread. Today, it buys 5 loaves. The US dollar followed the opposite trajectory, losing over 96% of its purchasing power in that same period. This decay is an inherent feature of fiat currency. To manage systemic debt, central banks rely on continuous credit expansion, effectively diluting the value of every dollar already in circulation. As the realization sets in that their money is effectively melting, many savers experience a sense of panic. They see the rally in precious metals and rush into the market to protect what they have left. While waiting to protect your wealth guarantees a loss, reacting without a strategy often leads to a different set of mathematical traps that can be just as damaging. The first trap is the paper-silver market. Investors buy leveraged ETFs thinking they own metal, when the fund often only holds paper contracts. This paper market is massive but thin. For every ounce of physical silver available for delivery, there are roughly 100 paper claims being traded on global exchanges. The risks are well documented. JP Chase paid a $1 billion fine to settle regulatory charges for spoofing and manipulating precious metals prices. Savvy buyers pivot to physical silver to avoid counterparty risk, but they often fall into the premium trap by purchasing small, fractional rounds out of a sense of urgency. At major dealers, a 1/10 ounce silver round often costs over $10. Scaled up to an ounce, you're paying for overhead, not just metal. Buying these small increments means paying over $100 per troy ounce, a punishing markup that takes years to break even. Casually buying small amounts drains capital. To build a reserve effectively, bypass massive retail premiums and stop emotional market timing. In the 1860s, the discovery of the Comstock lode in Nevada transformed the region into a global center for mining technology. The silver flowing from these mountains was so vast, it briefly made San Francisco's stock exchange the largest in the world. But the wealth wasn't easily accessible. Miners couldn't separate pure silver from the raw ore by hand. They needed a specific physical agent to unlock the value hidden in the rock. They used elemental mercury, known to 19th century miners as quicksilver. It was the essential bridge that allowed them to isolate precious metal from the rubble and build a tangible reserve. Just as the miners needed a systematic way to extract wealth from the Comstock, modern stackers need a structured approach to extract their savings from a decaying currency. This structured approach uses automation to bypass the high markup retail counters and the instability of the paper markets. Subscription-based platforms allow you to schedule monthly deliveries of full-weight 1-ounce silver bullion directly to your door, ensuring a consistent physical position. This system is built on dollar-cost averaging. By making automatic purchases at set intervals, you accumulate metal regardless of short-term volatility. Autopilot removes human emotion, ending the cycle of waiting for a dip or overpaying during a surge. By focusing on full-weight, 1-ounce coins through a streamlined delivery model, you can acquire metal without the punishing premiums associated with small-scale fractional silver. Automation converts silver stacking today from an erratic, high-cost hobby into a mathematically disciplined engine for wealth preservation. Beyond simple accumulation, some platforms offer a referral-based model. This allows active users to treat their physical stacking as a business through a wealth ambassador framework. As an ambassador builds a subscriber network, they earn recurring commissions. These payouts can fund the user's monthly silver subscription. When commissions equal the subscription price, the ambassador reaches a net zero cost basis, stacking physical bullion using business revenue instead of personal savings. While individuals consider their strategy, institutional players are already moving. Central banks and BRICS nations are currently adding massive amounts of physical gold and silver to their reserves at a record pace. These entities understand that the current rate of dollar debasement is not a temporary blip. They are securing physical assets because they know that when a currency loses its anchor, tangible reserves are the only thing that hold their value. Waiting for the market to stabilize is a losing calculation. Moving into a disciplined, automated strategy for physical silver today is the only way to build a private monetary reserve before the mathematics of delay catch up with your savings.